Hey everybody, welcome back to D&D. Uh, Here we are once again, back in the Feywild. Uh, so last time we were together, which is just like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, uh,
Insane.
yeah. These four companions who are finding their way through the domain of Prismere, looking for their lost things, and who are currently on their way to visit yet another hag by the name of Scabbeth the Nightshade, found themselves uh, taking it under advisement that they should maybe talk to a unicorn, which they did. They found their way back to the center of the Wayward Pool, figured out how to make the unicorn who lived there appear, and had a nice conversation with her before an assassin popped out of the woods and tried to kill the unicorn. The unicorn vanished. Our companions here swiftly dealt with the would-be assassin before they could escape or try any other shenanigans, and found a strange emblem belonging to this assassin that, I don't know if anyone knows what it means, but maybe they'll find out. But as we pick up this evening, they have just dealt with this assassin. They are back at the edge of the Wayward Pool and maybe about to set off for Loomlurch. Maybe, I don't know, find their way into other mischief. I think they've also talked at some point about eventually making their way up to Little Oak, to the tree hideout, and
which isn't little.
Which is not little, despite the name. It is a very big oak that's just named Little Oak. It's ironic. But I think for now we're still at the edge of the Wayward Pool. The unicorn friend has vanished, but not before giving us some valuable information about what's going on here in Prismere, and also healing some of the party. So all in all, we're in pretty good shape here, I think, right? More or less.
I think we're all fine.
Yeah. So here we are on the edges of the Wayward Pool.
What did the emblem look like again? Was there a picture of it, or was it just described? Or
did I not? I didn't put a picture of it, did I? I don't think I did.
Can't remember. I'm looking right now.
Did I have a picture of it? That's a good question. Yeah, so it looks like, okay, how can I try to get you this picture? It's not cooperating. Well, so it's kind of a stylized, is this picture gonna work? Maybe. Alright, here we go. No. Here we go. It's like, no, it's not working. Okay, well, it's like a stylized M. So it's a M, and if you imagine the tops of it kind of like continue on upwards like that, and it's got a circle around it, and then sort of like three other kind of slashes within. Actually, I can draw it. I can draw stuff on this map.
There you
go. Purple's maybe not the best color. That's a bad color. I'm gonna pick a new color. I just want to spend all my time drawing stuff.
Yeah. Like that. That purple, that was very visible.
Was it? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna use the official DM color.
I didn't know there was an official DM color.
Yeah. It's,
oh no.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's a good color.
So
Oh.
It's like that.
Like an angry M.
It is like kind of an angry M. Yeah.
Is there any skill that would help us know what that means, or is that completely beyond our?
Well, you could attempt to know what it is.
Ooh,
All right.
If
do
you
that.
it's not super common knowledge. I will tell you that much. But you can make, as soon as let's see, you could make a history or arcana check to see if you have ever heard anything about this. Nope. I don't think Gil has. No one recognizes this symbol. It's an angry M.
Seems right.
Yep. And it's definitely.
Gil goes on about how this is a this is actually I think this is a giant's rune. I've seen this before.
Yep.
It's definitely.
That seems right.
I've done a lot of research. I know I've come across that symbol.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, it's a little different. But you see how I got this here? I got like one on my, breastplate. Like, it doesn't look that similar.
Okay.
But he seems convinced.
Could it be related to the hags? It seems like everything else around here is. At least
I would
since they've
bet so.
taken over.
I think it must be. It could only be related to the hags or something before them, and this doesn't seem like something that would be before them.
Well, we'll keep an eye out for it, and perhaps somebody else knows. We can ask when we find someone knowledgeable. Maybe there's a library around here, and I'd love to take some time to look through that. Not that we have time.
We don't have time. We're already late.
What are we? What are we late for? Again? Oh, right. I remember now.
Well, then I suppose we best be on our way.
So, you guys want to just, hang around for just a little bit, maybe before we walk? I'm gonna try and rest this one off.
What? Sure. I don't
He
mind taking a bit of a
motions
rest.
to his dagger wounds.
Oh, that's right. Gil did get stabbed.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
You guys kept me up, but
Ignore the thing that it says over his head on the screen.
oh, am I not doing that right?
It says you're full. Your little token says you're full, but I'm not sure.
Well,
Weird.
I don't think
I
that's true.
can't see anybody's names or anything.
Oh, and
yeah, I only see my own. Yeah.
oh, good.
Oh.
That's good. Can I fix that?
I think it's just under the permissions. It's just like
Oh,
Yeah, it should be like right at 3/4. Let me. Is that updated? Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's showing. Okay. Oh, how do I do this? Token settings.
I guess we can't see anybody anyway.
All right. Can you see Gil now?
Yep.
Okay.
I see Gil's name.
see his name.
Okay. So I just have to do this. Permissions. It's in here. Okay, so now everybody should be able to see Bramwell.
Yep.
I
And
can see Gil.
now Ushka.
Mm-hmm.
And now X.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at that. Expert GMing.
Yeah. It doesn't take long. You know, a couple years.
Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Hey, come on. Look at
So, so are we resting here for a little bit?
Yeah.
Taking a nice little nap in the woods.
Maybe
that. You can go into the pool. Make you feel better.
I will go into the pool.
Going in the pool. Okay. In.
Wash out my nasty dagger wounds.
Yeah. That's good. You feel like you feel like if you were tired, that this pool would really refresh you. It feels
Perfect
almost
for a
like
barbarian to fight by.
feels almost like taking a nap when you're in the water, even though you're not asleep. It's that kind of like restfulness that you get from being in the water.
I don't remember the last time we slept, so that's not bad.
Yeah, I'm not sure when you slept either.
I think it was
I don't know.
premier.
Yeah, I mean we keep traveling and feeling rested.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot more magic rest than we've gotten like real sleep.
Yeah.
Time's weird here.
Time is weird. Yeah, it probably feels kind of weird to be like, I feel good. I know I haven't slept in like, I don't know, anywhere from a day to a week somewhere.
It's been a long day.
It has been
Yeah.
one very long day.
Yeah.
Get that, I don't know, magic.
Because we didn't sleep at that inn that was moving either, did we?
No, you weren't in it for all that long, really. I think you had enough time to like eat dinner and chat a little bit, and that was about it. It was a cool inn, though.
It was very
Yeah.
cool.
What's cool in?
All right, so we get a short rest.
You do get a short rest in
Hmm.
the woods. I'm gonna see. Does anything wander along?
Dinosaurs.
Yep.
Flaming fist.
All dinosaurs. With the flaming fist. Wouldn't that be great?
Initiative.
I don't think that this group would go straight to initiative with the flaming fist.
Nope.
All right.
I think that this group would probably end up going to port whatever it was to get their paperwork in order.
Port Nyron's or something like that.
That was the actual city. No, what was the Flaming Fist fortress called? Oh,
Oh, it had some kind of citadel.
yeah,
I forget what it was.
something shitty. We should have leveled that
Don't
place.
forget to roll your
Just go back
extra-
and level that place.
Don't forget to roll
I
your
get a
extra
D6.
D6. Yeah.
All right. As long as I
Here's a question for you, Cax. Are you playing?
what's up?
Are you attempting to play the Song of Rest on that new fancy instrument you got?
that hurts your brain.
The golden
Do it.
harp of brain hurting.
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
I mean,
Come on.
haven't you attuned to it by now?
Right?
Right? Didn't you tune it? Attune up?
2 minutes of short rest.
The tune.
You do have to tune your instrument before you play it.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it
I was
will
just wondering,
destroy your brain.
if you like spent a little time practicing, maybe first getting to know the instrument a little bit before playing this song.
I didn't really enjoy it that much.
You
You
should
just
probably
played it
try
wrong.
it again, though.
Yeah,
Can I
you're
actually?
gonna let this instrument overcome you. You have to overcome the instrument.
It would be impressive if you could play a golden harp.
Yeah.
Actually, have I done this yet on this golden harp?
You have not.
Well, then we have some time. So I think I'm
have
going
some
to
time.
do this on this harp
Okay.
and see if I get anything from it.
Yes.
Besides, it hurts my brain.
Do you have a pearl?
I have a focus. I have a spellcasting focus.
What is your focus?
Is it spiffy?
My which instrument? My lute. My lute is my focus.
Touching your lute and your harp at the same time?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's weird.
Although, I guess actually, it might read actually that you have to have that in addition to.
I think you
But-
do. I think
But on the real, have we been playing that in all the D&Ds we've been playing?
Not really.
'Cause I
and-
know that there's a lot of spells we've cast that require extra components.
Yeah. And
I
I
had
think
a whole like side
No, it's
quest.
only if it's expended,
and I
right?
think it's only it's only if it's not a consumable, you can use your
And your
arcane focus. for
As
the
long as your
components.
arcane focus is of at least that value.
Yeah, because I think that was the idea is that if it has any type of coin cost, you still have to have that. If it's consumed, you also lose it. But if it's not consumed, you still need to have, either a pearl worth 100 gold or a focus worth at least 100 gold.
How nice is your loot?
Probably not 100 gold.
I mean, can you use the new mind hurting loot to be the
That's the
focus
focus.
in casting identify on it? It's probably worth
itself?
at least 100 gold. It's
If you
Probably not.
use it to identify it.
you don't have to attune to a spellcasting focus. You just have to have one.
He's just gonna use the stones to destroy the stones.
Use the stones to destroy the stones. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
We know that it works.
But I mean, like, if we're actually playing that, then okay, then I don't have the components, so I can't cast it. But I didn't think we'd been playing that consistently across the D&D games we've been playing.
Yeah. I mean, the way I was sort of
we've cast a lot of spells that have extra components. To
Yeah,
them.
I haven't heard of the price thing before. I know the expendable one, but I had never heard of the price, the value of the focus. Because what is the focus worth? Like they're like 5 gold or something. Like,
50, usually 50 gold. But
Yeah,
so
like,
then,
a
you can
loot
get
is 30. A loot is 35 gold. So I mean, it's
you get a magical one automatically upgrades to whatever the value of that magic item is.
Yeah.
and I feel too kind of like if you're a caster who knows you're gonna like do a spell, then at some point in town you picked up a pearl and a feather,
the thing.
or like you picked up the pearl, you found the owl feather somewhere,
Right.
and you just had those with you because you're like, oh yeah, I've cast identify a ton of times before I started adventuring, and
So you have a pearl worth 100 gold.
I wouldn't go around without my pearl because that would be silly.
The pearl of wisdom.
Yeah, there you go.
okay.
Hence the owl feather.
Make a note then.
There was a pearl. I don't know. You found a shell by the lake, and there was a pearl in it.
You estimated it'd be worth
I was looking for one of
99
these.
gold.
It's a 95 gold pearl.
Damn it doesn't work. Built it so.
I guess I forgot to ask Josh. I have a what did we call it?
What did you
Oh
have?
crap! It's a chest plate. I have it somewhere in here. It didn't do anything for me, did it? When I was
Oh no,
crap.
because
Breastplate woven from gold.
yeah, that one because you felt like it. Did it make you
It says
stronger?
You said armor of giant.
Yes.
Yeah,
Strength.
okay. That's
So-
right.
And did I give you the what it did or not?
I think it raised my strength to a number that I had.
Yes.
We're cool.
I think that sounds right. Like if you're not this strong, well now you are.
Right.
Oh, you already
Maybe
were.
it did bump me. I don't know. Cool. It looks awesome. It's woven from gold. I blend in very well.
Well, if I'm carrying a golden harp or golden, yeah, and everybody needs to have something gold.
Yeah,
Then we'll
I've got a golden bag. It's very deep.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So I think, yeah, that's what you find out, Cax.
I can't actually say what that second word means.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look it up. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I got it now.
Yeah. All these,
Oh.
bard things and Gaelic.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. McFermid. Yeah. McFermid. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So that is a thing.
Attunement is an hour or 8 hours? Is it just an hour?
I think it's just an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Spend a little time with it, and you don't necessarily have to play it. You can just look at it, hold it, admire it.
Well, I think at this point, though, I hate to say this, but just in the sense of what I'm doing, I kind of have an idea now, but I need to attune. So, but I also need to sing a restful song for everybody. So, I'm gonna attune and play this harp, all as I'm probably hurting my brain for the good of the group right here.
You're gonna.
And because I want to know what it does. So,
Art of pain.
So okay. So you're going to
I'm
start.
gonna use the harp. Yeah, I'm gonna attune to the harp, but I guess I'm gonna use it to play my song of rest during this restful period.
After you attune to it.
Well, I think that because the way Song of Rest sort of reads is like I have to play during a short rest. So I kind of feel like I'm tuning to it and playing at the same time.
Neat.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good or not, but I think that I'm trying to feel the magic of it as I'm trying to help Gil heal his wounds.
Okay. I love
I have good intentions, Gil. Hope it doesn't.
All right. I gotta remind myself what this thing did. It does something cool when you play it without being attuned to it.
It hurts my brain.
Yeah, it did. It did hurt your brain. But I have to remember exactly how it hurts your brain.
Can't remember what it did.
It did. Yeah, I was trying to remember if
It hurt me somehow.
It did. Okay. I think you get some. I think you get saves. Let me look it up. It'll be great. Where are you?
Hopefully charisma saves.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Dex saves would be okay too.
Come on. Just gotta get to it. It's in this book somewhere. I wrote down all the stuff that it does once you get to know it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you were gonna play it again. It's very exciting.
Well, I mean, Gil is hurt, and
Right.
Okay. It is a wisdom save. Are you wise
Well, it's not
enough to resist?
it's not my
Please.
worst one.
Okay,
I
well
mean-
that's good.
He is not wise, no.
That's not a
I'm
big
just
number.
saying it's not my worst.
Have you-
I don't think it would have mattered if it were your best.
That is a fair point.
Did you inspire yourself?
No, because you never get that back.
All right. Well,
Nah.
so when you first start playing it, yeah, it does kind of hurt your brain, and you take 2 psychic damage as you first start
Ouch.
to strum it.
Ouch.
But are you going to keep playing?
You know, I never really tried what happened if I kept playing it, so I'm just gonna try to keep playing it to see what happens.
Okay. Make 5 more wisdom saves.
I didn't say I was gonna play it that
Okay,
long.
we'll make 1 more wisdom save, and then we'll see what you want to do from there.
I'll throw you heals as you go. If
All right,
see,
well, I rolled.
All right.
Okay, one
Yeah.
was decent.
So,
Alright.
yeah, you felt like, as you kept playing it, you felt like it was trying to hurt your mind, but you were able to keep it out. So maybe you're maybe starting to figure out this instrument a little bit.
I'm learning this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got this.
I'm gonna cast heroism on him anyway.
Cool. What does heroism do?
It gives you temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of your turns.
Ah, very heroic.
That's right. So, yeah.
All right.
So what
So,
what is yours?
I think it's my ability modifier, so it's just my wisdom, or is it my wisdom and proficiency?
I think it's just your wisdom.
Is it your spellcasting modifier, or does it say just the attribute?
Spellcasting ability modifier.
Ability
So
modifier.
it's just the ability modifier. All right. So you're getting 5 temporary hit points around.
Well,
That's substantial.
you had them and then they went away
All right.
as it assaulted your brain.
Oh.
But fortunately,
wasn't
there
the
was
right-
a buffer there.
Yeah. Yeah. Play a little higher.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gil. I'm working on this. I
Role-play
don't mean to
playing.
apologize.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try this.
Still going?
This will be better.
Ooh, boy. Well, you got your 5 temporary hit points,
I do.
and then those went away and you took 2 psychic damage.
Oh, that was definitely the wrong move. All right.
Yeah, bad note. Wrong note. But
Jim told me to roll 5 times, and that was 4.
was that 4 more after the first one?
That was 4 more after the first
Okay.
one. So,
All right, you feel like
I was
you're
like,
getting close to figuring this thing out. It still hurts,
all right.
but you're
Yeah.
close.
Like the worst musical instrument ever. All right, here we go. Oh wait,
Well,
crap.
You got you got your 5 temporary hit points back, and then you lost 3 of them
Oh,
as
okay.
you felt it try to get into your mind. But you finally, so this like takes place over the course of about an hour. As you're continually playing and like you think you're figuring it out, and then you kind of like hit those bad wrong notes and it hurts and it it's dissonant, and then you figure it out a little more, and then every once in a while it still kind of trips you up a little bit, but by the end of that hour you've figured it out and you feel like you've become you formed a bond with this instrument.
It's a terrible process.
Yeah, it's not a healthy bond, but
Not at all. All right.
I'm going to send you a message. What it does. That and this. So those are now the things you know that this instrument will do.
Holy shit.
I mean,
That was worth it.
you told Nib you wanted a harp, and he said he was going to make you a nice harp. And he did.
He really did. All right. Well, that was a productive hour. Slightly painful, but
worth it.
worth it.
But good. Yeah. And for those of you who are, I guess, watching him play this, if you want to see what it looks like, it's on 176 of the DMG, but it's not a harp. Never mind.
Oh,
It's a different. It's a different stringed instrument. I didn't look at it. Unless, if you wanted it to look like a harp. Did you? I forget. Did you tell him you wanted a harp?
No, I don't think I said harp specifically.
Okay.
Although I can't remember.
Then it looks more like it's kind of like a mandolin, sort of. It's, pear-shaped kind of body. It's got this sort of like white gilding around the edges and a white sort of like kind of wispy, cloudy looking end to its headstock. It's very beautiful. And now it's sounding really nice now too. Now that Cax has figured out how to play it.
Well, Gil feels great. He's ready to go. You guys ready to go? I'm feeling good. Thanks, Cax. That sounded awesome.
Thanks. This is great. Okay.
All right, Gil starts trudging through the forest, knocking over the small trees.
Might as well get them out of the way.
Right.
And at some point, I don't remember if it was the unicorn or somebody else, but somebody did tell you, like, if you follow generally the river and keep to the left when it forks, that takes you basically directly to Loomlurch.
Yeah.
Not that you have to follow the river. You know the general direction you're going. So it's up to you.
Probably follow the river. I think we're cool with that for now.
Yeah.
Oh.
As you're walking along, you notice on on a tree, there's a poster that's got a portrait of what looks like a young boy on it. And the poster reads, "Bring this wisp of a thief to me alive and unharmed, and I'll ensure that no sword can ever break your skin." And it's signed Granny Nightshade.
That's a very specific reward.
And the top of it, above, so it's kind of hard to. So the poster's sort of like curled out, so the bottom of it's catching the light. So it's easy to see that as you get a little closer, and you can see the top of it, which is kind of in the shade of the tree. It says, "Wanted, Will of the Feywild," above the portrait.
That can't be good. He's in trouble with Granny Nightshade.
Maybe.
I mean, it doesn't mean that he's bad. It's just not good for him.
He might be able to help us.
Yeah, maybe.
If he's
We might be in trouble with Granny Nightshade once we do what we're supposed to.
Yeah, if he was able to steal from her, though, and that's what we need to do.
Oh, good. I do have one of these. I just put an art handout in your folder that's called Wanted Poster. Let's see what it looks like.
Hey.
Wanted.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard that, Drew, but there's
Got
a
it.
Wanted Poster handout in your art handout now. You can see what it looks like.
Bring his what to me?
Bring this wisp of a thief to me, alive and unharmed.
Well, this wanted poster is different.
Yeah, still trying to figure out.
Well, I guess we'll keep an eye out for him. I don't imagine we'll find him.
I think that she'll turn you to stone. That's what I think.
All the more reason not to bring him to her, should we find him, which we won't.
If we could find
That'd be
him
awesome.
and he's able to steal from her, that might be a way to go.
Motions around to all the trees.
I
Where?
think that we should search the forest and we should find him, and then we should convince him to go with us back to Loomlurch, or better yet, for us to not go to Loomlurch, and he can go there and he can get the portrait that we need, and then he can come back with it, and then we can whisk him off to safety, and that can be our trade. See how that would be good?
The whole forest?
I thought we were gonna rush.
That little oak, which is someplace we need to go anyway, and then we'd be where we need to be, and then he can go to where we need to get the art. He can get the art, come back with it. And then we can whisk him off to hither.
That seems like a rather large leap. We could try it.
And then we don't have to encounter Granny Nightshade at all.
Though, don't we have to encounter her because somebody's missing something?
She has something of mine. Maybe he can get that also.
Doesn't seem like it.
But what if?
I mean, I assume just like what's her face, the other hag,
Definitely.
Bavlorna. I imagine she has things stashed away. Maybe he could get back whatever it is you've lost.
So how do we find the secret places?
I don't know. Should we be encouraging people to steal things for us, though? That it still feels wrong.
Well, we're not doing the wrong thing. We're not encouraging them to do something that they're not doing already. If we're encouraging somebody to do something that they weren't already doing, then we'd be changing the path of their life. But if they're already doing this thing, then it's really continuing on with what's happening.
But we're encouraging them to break the law of the land, which seems,
But
kind of bad.
But if we give them something and they give us something, then we're following the rule of reciprocity. And if we are good guests in their home, then we're following the rule of hospitality. We're not breaking any rules this way.
I feel like if you hire someone to steal something for you, there's at least some kind of blame there.
We're not breaking the rules, and the rules of this land aren't broken. We're operating within the laws of this world.
I feel like you're taking the law very loosely.
I think I'm taking the law very tightly.
I'm so proud of you, Bram.
Say, Cax, are you just utterly annoyed by this argument? Cax just killed a guy an hour ago.
Like, I'm just right now. As this conversation going on, he's just like looking at his cool new like mandala. Here's Bram said, or Ushka say that to Bram. He looks up and he's like, "Wow, I'm so proud of you, man." And he just goes right back to playing with his mandala.
But that's I had that idea from you, Ushka.
Me?
You. Because you are right. When we were when we picked those weapons up off the ground, they weren't stolen because they weren't in their possession at that time. Now, and you were right, and they knew that you were right, and that's why they ran off. If you were wrong, then that would have all turned out quite differently.
But
they're also small.
Yeah, and the things that are in Granny Nightshade's possession are in her possession, and so it would be stealing to take them, whether it was us taking them or someone else.
But is it hers or is it
Bavlorna's? Be back in 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
So we keep wandering towards their destination, that we're going to steal stuff while they debate the merits of stealing stuff.
So moving along towards, in the general direction of Loomlurch.
I guess while they're talking, I'll move up beside Gil and be like, "You get all this?"
What'd you say?
Do you get all this? Like this whole like, as they're like conversing back and forth, was like, "Do you get all this? Like, you
They're
understand
just
any of
keeping
this?"
busy. I think they're just. I don't know. I don't get it. No. They're just nervous.
All right, it's fair. I mean, we're all nervous. This is a different place.
Ushka's processing it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it that way. Just trying to figure out. Yeah.
So
I mean,
as,
I am too a little. But we got to do what we got to do.
Oh yeah.
you see a couple more wanted posters as you go along towards the fork in the river.
Go left.
Take it. Of the meaning of these wanted posters here.
Yeah, clearly, just a great reward.
Uh huh.
Jeez.
You bring the poster back, you turn the person in, you get what's promised. What could be better?
Definitely need to find this kid.
So, eventually, you're going to get to this spot where the river kind of forks off. And you have a sense from, I mean, you were told that sort of like if you stick to the left, that will take you basically up to Loomlurch. And you have a sense from kind of where you are now that if you kept going kind of northeast of here, you'd eventually make your way to Little Oak. From the description that you got of kind of like where that is in relation to Loomlurch. Not that you necessarily would have to follow the river, but you could wind your way. So the river, the other fork, is kind of going generally the way you would go to get towards Little Oak. You can all just, also just like go into the woods and do whatever.
No, that's not what we're here for.
Just wandering into the woods.
Yes. No. Yes. No.
We're heading to that tree.
Ooh, remind me, are we heading to Little Oak and why?
Yeah, did we decide if we're going to go Little Oak first or Loomlurch?
What did Little Oak have?
So the original plan was to go to Loomlurch, but then the unicorn told you that at Little Oak you could find a guide who could get you from thither to yon.
Oh,
That's future us problems. We need Loomlurch now.
yeah, we do that. Do that. Yeah, we do that after, right?
Yeah. Loomlurch first.
So keep it on the left fork of the river towards Loomlurch. I mean, Ushka doesn't know where you're going anyway, so
don't consult him.
you can tell Ushka whatever you want.
He can have an opinion, but he doesn't get to decide.
He's not going to know.
Where were we told Little Oak was, or do we know? I may have missed that. Oh yeah.
The unicorn told you it was like to the northeast of Loomlurch, so another.
Oh, okay.
Another good bit of walking from where Loomlurch is to get up there.
Oh, we'll hit Loomlurch and then we'll hit Little Oak after that.
You see one more wanted poster on your way in towards as you get close to Loomlurch. Yeah. And they're all, I mean, the top of them all look the same. They all have the same portrait drawn on them in ink. They all have the same wanted Will of the Feywild. But then the reward underneath is different from everyone that you've seen so far.
Wow.
Yeah, really, Will of the Feywild's a wanted man. Very clearly.
Wonder what he did. Or what he stole, I should say.
Something bad.
Maybe something good. Maybe
Or-
he stole something
Something real good.
important.
Yeah, this guy sounds
They
great.
don't like him. I think I do.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to. While we wait for Mike and Soof to get back, I'm going to move us over to this map so you guys can tell me if you see anything. Can you see anything on this map?
Does blackness count?
It does. That's good. Okay, you can see
Mine's
blackness.
still loading.
I'm glad to know.
I see
Let's see,
darkness.
Darkness. All right. Excellent.
Me.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if this works. I mean, theoretically, if I did everything right here. Oop, no, I don't want to do that. Hang on. Oh. I'm going to drop you. Oops. Okay. Drew and now can you see anything? I'll try to ping you up here.
I can see my character.
Got a thing?
Okay.
Yeah. I
But my character can't see
Can't see me.
things.
I got like a sliver of light.
You have some light around you, Cax?
Well, I don't actually see me,
You don't see you.
but I see
No, wait, I do see a little sliver of light down at the bottom left.
that's
for me.
right. Yeah, I see like a
Like
oh,
a,
whoa, okay.
Did I move you?
Oh, I found
Okay.
I found me. No, I found. Is that me? That is me.
That
yeah,
should
hey,
be
there
you
I am.
and Gil both.
And we're on a coast of
Yeah.
a lake or something.
Yes.
Okay,
So can you see?
I don't see that.
go all the way
don't
to your
think.
right.
Yeah, I tried to move you up there, but I'm not sure if.
Yeah, I think you did move me.
Okay. You just can't see
But-
yourself.
No, I can't. I can see myself and nothing.
Okay.
But I don't know. That's weird. I might be struggling. I feel like my computer's going super slow today.
Do you not? Let's see. There is some darkness here, so. Do you have? You don't have dark vision, right?
I actually do now. I
Oh, you
think.
do? Okay.
I think my rune gave me dark vision.
Oh, okay. So let me see if I can do.
Look that up. Let's see.
Should be able to
I
do
don't
the
think
same.
I have. I don't think I have dark vision.
You don't?
I
I have you as having dark vision.
maybe I do. Is that a? Let's see. Still looking.
Uh-oh, is Drew frozen?
He is indeed.
Uh-oh. No, Drew.
If I have dark vision, I didn't put it on my character sheet anywhere.
Really?
I have dark vision.
Okay.
I have special goggles.
Oh, yeah.
I have dark vision.
They're
For
gold
seeing
goggles
underwater.
with dark vision.
So Bramwell should have night vision. 60 feet
Let me look up.
for Bramwell.
Oh, I'm looking. Yep,
Okay.
60 feet.
So hopefully you're all... So I should... Yeah, I pinged where you should see yourselves now on the map.
Yeah.
And hopefully you can see some area around you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So we're approaching...
It doesn't appear that I have dark.
It doesn't... You don't have dark vision?
I do not.
Oh, that's weird. Well, I'm robbing your night vision then.
I accept. I will shape change into something that has dark vision. Does that work?
There you go. Yep. So, as you're approaching Loomlurch, so there are there's a couple ways you can get here. So as you get close, I dropped us here on the map for now, but I'll kind of let you decide how you would like to do this. There's the as you're coming along, there's the river that you're following, and where you're at right now is like the main part of the river. But as you get close to the Loomlurch, there's a smaller stream that branches off and runs kind of southward of where the main river is headed, and it's in kind of a little gully that is not like super deep, but it lies a little lower than the rest of this. Looks like it might have been a full riverbed at one point, and now it's just kind of diminished to a stream kind of running down the center of what would have been a riverbed. You can't see Loomlurch itself yet, but you kind of have... These are both running the same direction, so you can kind of presume like both of these are going towards Loomlurch. They're just going to like take us to different parts of Loomlurch depending on like which one we follow. So you can kind of you sort of have to choose at some point, like if you don't want to approach via river, you can just kind of go through the woods. But if you're going to stay by the river to get to Loomlurch, it's either following the main river or taking this sort of like dry riverbed stream to the south. But the forest here is pretty gloomy. Gloomier than everywhere else you've been so far in in thither. And it gets gloomier the closer you approach to Loomlurch, so that like by the time you're up getting close, it's getting fairly dark.
Well, which way you guys want to go? You want to cut through the woods, take the river, the little, what used to be a river?
Are we on the map now? Josh, that I can't see anything on?
You should be on.
Oh,
the
we're
map
still
now.
almost
Okay.
there.
You're like up on the edge here.
Okay.
Where I'm pinging.
Like middle right. Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
But-
But we're there. So I can't see anything, is what we're saying.
right. If you do not have dark vision. Not.
Okay.
It's too gloomy to see.
If I cast light on something, does it make it see?
And I'm going to. I was about to throw up some dancing lights, so.
Yeah. Are you casting light, Gil?
You want
Yeah.
light?
Or,
That's fine.
Whoever you are, Bramwell.
I'll cast light on something of his.
Something of Cax's.
Yeah.
And that's 60, right?
Yeah.
So is it
No.
or
I
30
think it's
bright?
40.
Oh, 20, 40. The 20 bright, 40
20? Yeah.
low.
20 and 20, or is it 40 and 40? I'm looking.
10 feet in any dimension. 20, 20,
20, 20.
So 20 bright and
20 foot
additional 20 of
radius.
low.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, do you see Cax?
A little.
I can. It's
Okay.
exciting.
You're emitting light. That's why. Cax is glowing.
Hey. Bram uses firefly or phosphorescent moss to light me up.
Yep.
That's how I got lit up.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Good old phosphorescent moss.
Just squish a firefly and rub it on them.
Yep.
Need a little component bag.
All right, so what'll be? You want to? I'm kind of curious why this river's not how it once was. I wonder if it has anything to do with the swamp issues and hither.
I wonder if that fallen tree fell across the river.
Which way is it flowing?
They said that she lives in a fallen down, hollowed out tree, right?
It did say that.
Yeah, is it flowing away from Loomlurch or toward?
So this river is flowing
It's away.
toward Loomlurch.
That's weird.
So the tree's impeding the water.
Yeah. You guys want to go that way?
Sure.
So is that way the riverbed stream?
Riverbed stream.
Okay. Take you down there then. Oops. Or maybe I'm not.
We wade in.
Oh, I didn't get all of you.
I got left behind. Down there.
If I can get all of you. We're getting there. This is a big map. Still going. We're gonna make it. Hey, we did it. So everybody should be down here now.
Whoa.
Ah.
So ignore the giant bird thing. That is not in the riverbed.
What is that?
Not in the riverbed.
Probably good.
Gil went the-
Yeah. Just decorative.
Oh.
But yeah, this is, so you're coming in from the right into this riverbed. Yeah, all these squares are 10 feet, so you can fit 2 of you per square. Which you should be Yeah, sized about right-ish. So yes.
So
So you broke off and took this stream, and you're kind of, as you can see, sort of like lower down. So, sort of like to the north of you, you can see that rise up out of the riverbed. And then the stream is, flowing along from right to left, east to west.
Gil's actually got a 120 dark vision with this
Gil,
stone.
okay.
You don't mind giving me a little more
Let me fix that.
peek at what's ahead.
All right, so Gil,
What gives
yours
you 120?
should have opened up now.
It's a stone rune for its stone giant. I don't know. I guess they.
Good at seeing
I
in the
don't know.
dark. Those stone giants.
Could have seen in the dark. The stone giants. Further.
And then I might have missed it. Are the squares on here 10 feet?
They're 10 feet
Then-
squares. Yep.
Okay, good. So yeah, I'm seeing 60. Cool.
Okay. So so you can kind of see
This circle
which circle.
the circle that's above us.
Blacked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like
What's the outside of that circle look like?
so that's just like an inset on the map. Yeah. It's a blown up part of something else that's elsewhere on the map. So that's still just sort of like
the dotted line.
yeah. So that's still just like forest area there.
Once we go inside.
Yeah. So that's all like
Okay.
Just grass forest. Same as kind of like what you're seeing sort of here. Trees kind of interspersed throughout that spot.
We have a lot of non-map on this map.
There is a lot of non-map.
Why it's so big?
I think all of our
But yeah, so that's what you're kind of
Thank-
seeing is this sort of like narrowing down riverbed. There's rocks here and there, jutting up out of the dirt, and yeah, up on the sort of like up over the lip of what was the shore at some point, you think, or the riverbank. You see grass and trees and some smaller kind of like bushes, shrubs. Yeah.
start walking.
And then as you keep moving down this riverbed, you start to see, you can start to see some like twinkling lights kind of in the distance, kind of rising up, almost like if you imagine there was sort of like a windowed tower. That's sort of, it feels like you're seeing kind of like 3 towers with windows in the distance, and like they're sort of flickering kind of candlelight, just sort of like twinkling in the gloom sort of beyond your vision. And Gil, I think you're starting to see the edge of like a gnarled, kind of viney looking bridge up above that crosses over at like the height of the riverbank.
Okay.
So the stream flows under that bridge, but it looks like if you scrambled up over the bank, you could get onto that bridge if you wanted to. And it looks like it's, as you get closer, you can see it looks like roots basically, just sort of like gnarled, sprawling roots that have kind of formed kind of the edges of a bridge.
Ah. Now I see it.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see there's kind of shadows under the bridge. The stream kind of rolls on under there. Yeah, and you see this kind of twisted, gnarled roots.
That's weird looking.
Yeah.
So we can pass onto the bridge if we wanted.
You could go under the bridge. Yep. You just sort of have to like pick your way through the roots that are underneath, but you could do it without too much trouble.
You just want to keep going under here, or you want to
Yeah, and you can kind of see.
climb
I
up?
think some others now. Yeah, there's just sort of like additional root system on the other side of the bridge, kind of reaching down off the bank into the riverbed. Kind of thicker roots, and I think you're kind of starting to be able to see, like, as you look up over the riverbank. I said this is the darkest part of the forest, but you see this colossal dead oak lying on its side, and then.
Oh, this is Big Oak.
Mm-hmm, there's a big.
There is.
oak. And I think Gil. Yeah, Gil, you're just starting to be able to see the edge of sort of like that first kind of tower of twinkling lights that you saw. And you can see enough of it now to tell that it looks like a living tree growing up out of this fallen tree. And so it does look like a tower. And it's got like gnarled branches circling around it. You can start to make out there's some wooden balconies that have these little candlelit windows twinkling on the balcony. And you can see, kind of as you're looking along here, where I'm pinging Gil. So I think you can see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're seeing, you're seeing what looks, kind of like the outside, like the outside of, I don't know, maybe a workshop or something. And then you can also see out here. There's like, so anybody who can see sort of like this red and green striped kind of tent looking things. It looks like there's a little clearing there. And they almost look, I don't know, if you had to guess, like sort of like merchant stalls. Kind of set up around the edges of this clearing. And the bridge, like you can tell, the bridge clearly sort of like would enter into, like, as you walked off the bridge on that side of the riverbank, it would kind of feed into that clearing.
All right. So what's the plan? Are we trying to sneak in, or just walk in the front door and
We should definitely sneak in.
ask? I mean, yeah, I'm not super sneaky.
I don't do a lot of that either.
Let me make a perception.
Nope. Too dark.
Too dark to hear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, muffling his ears.
Uh-huh.
Like my mom driving. What it is.
So, Bramwell and Ushka, you start to, as you're sort of sitting here listening for a moment, you definitely hear the sort of like, it's quiet, so it's obviously not like very busy, but you hear sort of the kind of chatter of a small marketplace coming from that clearing up ahead. So it sounds like there are people there maybe purchasing things, people talking sort of like business, so there's clearly activity going on in that little clearing. And it sounds like, people buying, selling, from the chatter that you can hear.
No, I might have missed it. Did we walked into gloom? Like this isn't necessarily like it took us until we went to nighttime.
Right. It just was getting progressively gloomier as you were getting towards this
Got
place. It wasn't like a passage of time. It's like, oh, it's just getting dark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
But you can see, there are pockets of light up here. So, like by the stalls and pouring out of those windows, you can see they do have lights on.
Okay.
It appears to be less gloomy as you get towards the fallen tree. Yeah, sort of like once you get past these, like gnarled, tangled tree root bridges, and up out of the kind of like rocky riverbed that you're in. A little less gloomy.
I mean, it sounds like there's regular people up there doing regular people stuff. It should
I
be
don't
able to just
know.
walk up.
I think that we should sneak underneath this bridge, and then we can crawl up through those roots on the other side, and we can sneak among those, and then we'll be able to get a better vantage point so we can see what is actually going on.
Okay.
Brams, what's gotten into you, man?
Yeah,
What do you
did you
mean?
multi-class rogue? Rogue cleric?
You're like,
I've been playing it this way right along, but it's just coming up more tonight.
Good. I love it.
It's my flaw.
Ah.
Yes. Flaw coming through clearly.
Yes. Yeah. No, that I've picked up from the beginning, and I love it.
well, since you said that, but there's probably, I mean, I can't hear it, but it sounds like there's people over there.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
It's like a market or something.
So like, I mean, you know what people need in a market, right?
Sometimes bread or
Entertain.
oh,
I mean, come on.
Thieves mugging as assassins.
we all have
What did
very
you say?
different ideas about markets.
I mean, is anybody looking at Drew or just his eyeball?
I see half of Drew's face. Oh, I see no
Oh,
Drew.
he's gone.
Gone completely.
All right.
Yes, it's not just you.
He's back. I see an eyeball.
Oh,
I got the ball as well.
it's a good sign.
Hopefully.
Eyeballs.
I mean,
There he is.
Hey,
Hey, Drew.
I
you're
see
back.
him.
Hey, struggling. We walking in or are we sneaking? What do we decide?
Yes, that's where we're at.
Okay.
Deciding.
That's
well, I mean, we can go take a peek if you want to, Brim. Like your way. Like we can sneak up and take a peek. Like I can't see anything anyway. So
Yeah, that's what has me so bothered is we can't see anything.
Well, I mean, I can see some things.
Like, what if she's at the market and then we're not prepared?
and we
Prepared for what? Like,
Exactly.
she doesn't know us.
She does know us.
Does she? Why would she know us? We're just.
Because she's robbed us.
She seems to rob a lot of people. The three of them seem to rob a lot of people. Do they know everyone they rob? I don't feel like if Lorna kind of knew us. She more knew what she took from us, or from Cax.
Plug.
Of course. And what if she's in the market and we can learn something about her before we actually have to approach her?
Yes, that's a good idea.
So to the market.
I mean, yeah, I'm kind of curious what they have.
Great. How do we get there?
Ushka looks up this embankment. How hard does it seem to climb?
You could, I mean, there's enough handholds. There's like, it's rocky, it's sloped, there's roots sticking out of it. Like, you can scramble your way up it.
Okay. Ushka will go slowly, not because he's cautious, but because he's weak.
And I was wondering if maybe he wasn't sure if he was actually climbing up or down.
I hope he's, if it was that bad, his direction sense, I don't think he could stand.
I don't think he could swim because he wouldn't know
Yeah.
up and down the water.
Yeah.
That would be
Good
problematic.
thing he can breathe underwater.
Yeah.
That would be
That
bad.
is true. I guess it wouldn't be that problematic. He would just get lost underwater like he would on land.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so you can climb
I
up,
really
no
knew how to get
problem.
away from the gelatinous cube.
Yeah. Like, I'm definitely swimming away from the cube.
Right.
Oops, actually into it. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, you can climb up, no problem, and, as you do, again, you kind of get a better view of, there's,
Oh, Mark's over here.
so, yeah, so kind of over here to your left, sort of like across this path, there's a chamber that's nestled between walls of twisted roots, and, there are gaps that you can sort of see, that it looks like, it looks like a small, and you would guess kind of separate place from sort of ahead of you where you see the light spilling out of those windows. That is, you can kind of see what looks more sort of like the flicker of candle or lantern light. And these kind of look like, now that you can see them a little better, look like storefront windows. And as you can kind of see inside this window, there's what looks to be toys kind of piled up, kind of in that window. So if you had to guess, this is like sort of the storefront of what looks like kind of a toy store. And I think you can kind of see, so sort of like peering around this tree, you can see, there's this kind of red awninged market stall, and there's a couple goblins out front, who look, as far as you can tell, like merchants. Yeah. Yeah, you can't see what they're selling because you can't see kind of like into their stall yet, but you can see the goblins standing out front.
Hey, here we go.
Um,
Start walking forward.
Yeah. And then as you kind of come around that bend in the path, to where you can start to see kind of down into this marketplace, a couple things become apparent. So these stalls are definitely selling candy. So they all have different candies in them, and each stall So, there are these kind of like colorful, colorful stalls lit by windows carved into, this fallen tree. So the light from the sort of like toy store is spilling out enough that it's lighting up the fronts of these stalls. There's 2 goblins working at each stall. And then you see sort of like at the end of the row here, who looks like they're kind of keeping an eye out for this sort of whole clearing. You have a handout in your handout folder now that says Chucklehead. Looks like a goblin, except has like a toffee apple head.
Healthy.
Yeah. But the goblins are, as they start to sort of like catch sight of you, they're very friendly. And so, they start to, oh, welcome. Come have a sample. Come on. Don't be shy. Come close.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
He looks back at his friends. What do you have here?
Oh, we have all sorts of wonderful delicacies that you're free to sample, of course. If you want more than one, you'll have to purchase some, of course, but
Of course.
but you can try anything you like. And as you look around, you see there's what looks sort of like beetles encased in hard candy. There's lollipops that look like they're like compacted ants. There's what looks kind of like jellied worms. And, they have, so you can see like within those stalls, there's kind of like boxes of these, so these sort of like brightly colored boxes tied up with ribbon that clearly hold like multiples of the candies, but they also have sort of like trays that they're displaying them on, and they're willing. And everyone can have a sample if you wish.
Oh, well, I've never tried any of these. What are some of your favorites, or Granny Nightshade's favorites?
Oh, Granny Nightshade. Well, she doesn't spend a lot of time out here.
Oh,
She has her routine, and doesn't come outside very much.
oh. Well, we came to visit her, and I just thought perhaps it'd be nice to bring her some candies.
Oh, he's never really. It's not much one for candy.
Oh,
Really. In fact, I don't. Have you ever seen her eat? No, I haven't seen her eat. I don't know what she eats. Does she even eat? I don't know. And as you are kind of having this conversation, Chucklehead moves closer. So you want an audience with Granny Nightshade, huh?
I think so.
Well, I can take you to her if you'd like to arrange a meeting.
Great.
Would you like a meeting?
Looks at
Yeah.
Brian.
And he's kind of like
That-
starts muttering while he's waiting for you to answer. Oh, I'm going to be to that.
I think so.
Wait for what? Oh, great. Well, she might not be ready right away, but I can take you to the parlor where you can make yourselves comfortable and wait while I see if she's available.
Are you do you work for her?
Well, sort of.
What does that mean?
Look, I see to it that her visitors are brought to the parlor and made comfortable. And we pretty much get along okay, and well, we don't have a lot of choice really, but it's fine.
What do you mean you don't have a lot of choice?
I mean, are you gonna say no to her if she asks you to do something?
Probably not.
Well, it would depend on what she asks.
I mean, let's be real.
I mean, she's kind of, taking charge here. This has become her domain, so what she says goes.
How fast did it
Basically.
take her to make this her domain?
How fast it? Oh, I don't think. What? What time? I mean, it's been since Zabilna was imprisoned, however long ago that was.
Was there, when Zavilna became imprisoned, was there any sort of other uprising against these three?
No,
Or did everybody just fall in line?
I mean, there's no arguing Granny Nightshade.
What if you do?
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. It's dangerous. I wouldn't. I'll tell you that.
What did that
Did Will argue with her?
Oh,
Will of the
she does not like him.
What happened?
what do you take?
Well, I mean, he's he's he used to work for her. See? But well, he decided he's the only one I know of who managed to get away. And so far, he's managed to stay away. He hasn't gotten her hands on him yet. Probably will one of these days.
So, when he's saying this, does he sound like he admires that, or is he sort of like,
So he seems a little bit like, yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of admiration in there. You can kind of tell from his tone, like, he holds a little bit of a grudge against Granny Nightshade. Like, not so much that he's going to
do anything?
do anything, except just sort of, like, go about and be unhappy about it.
Does his does his head look like it's like that's his head, or like it's like he has a pumpkin over his head?
It looks like he has, yeah, sort of like a rotting caramel apple for a head.
For a head, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it's not like there's little goblin eyes inside the eye holes and like it's
Okay.
It's like that's
That's his actual head.
Yeah.
That's that mouth moves when he talks.
Yep.
So oh, what do they call you?
My name was Bug, but now I go by Chucklehead. Well, that's what everyone calls me anyway.
Well, it's nice to meet you,
Chucklehead.
Bug. Chucklehead?
Yeah.
If that's what you
Chucklehead.
prefer.
That's what everyone calls me.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I'm Mushka. Nice to meet you.
Oh, good to meet you.
But I mean, I don't mean to pry, but I guess I've never seen someone with a whoa. Your head. Was that like
Yeah.
I mean, are there I mean, pardon the question, but are there more like you?
Oh no, I'm the only one like me. Not all goblins are the same, of course, but I'm the only
Oh.
one like this that I know of.
Oh.
How did it happen?
By choice?
Well, no, but you know, it's not so bad. Actually, I think I'm better off.
Why is that?
Well, I've gotten to know my true self. And I've come to realize that I didn't like my old self. And I think I'm a better version of me now. Even if it won't last very long.
Is he gonna
Well,
break out
that's
into
good.
Not
song?
gonna last very long. You are. Because of you. But it's okay. He's like muttering to himself in between.
What do you mean it's not going to last very long?
Oh, well, I mean, eventually it's gonna kill me.
What? What's gonna kill you?
Oh,
Your head?
Well, the maggot inside my head.
What?
I mean, it's eating it from the inside.
Can we get it out?
Well, no, but I mean, don't though. I mean, it's
Why?
because I became my true self. It showed me who I really am, and I love it. I love that it did that for me, and I don't want to go back to the way I was.
Mm-hmm.
The maggot?
And
Yeah, maggot in my head. Yes, I'm talking to you. They're just curious.
It
Don't worry about
changed
it.
your head?
Well, no, my head got changed to this, and then the maggot got in there and started eating it.
Are you talking to the maggot?
Yeah,
I did say you.
Did she curse you and turn your head into the fruit?
I mean, maybe.
Rude question.
I don't know. I don't really remember. But I do remember that I used to be kind of a bad person.
And now you feel like you're a good person?
I mean, I'm better than I was.
Is this like a just because you can sense your own mortality, or and you're trying to make amends for things you've done, or like somehow it really did transform you into
Yeah, just, it gave me a new outlook on life that I didn't
know.
have before.
great. I'm happy. I'm happy for you,
That's great.
Chucklehead. Really am.
Thank you.
Man, I hope you and that maggot have a good long existence together.
Well,
Doesn't seem
it
like
won't be
you're
that
nervous
long.
about dying.
It'll probably be about yeah, about, I think so. Yeah, he thinks it'll be about a month. And then it'll have eaten too much of my head and I'll die.
Oh man.
But at least I will live a good life for that month.
Well, I pull out my harp, or my mandolin. Before you do this favor for us, I feel inspired by your story. I feel like, look, we need to hear a song. I just feel like that you need.
Oh, I love music.
Your last month, you should have some good memories, and I picked up this harp recently, and it's pretty cool.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna-
great. And you know how to play it? You're a musician?
I'm okay. I'm working
Really
on it.
good.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm working on it.
I'd love to hear some music.
All right, I'm gonna see. Oh, I keep in mind I did pick up this harp pretty recently, so it's.
Oh, well,
Sorry, I keep calling it a harp.
Sure.
This mandolin recently. It's. I don't actually know how to pronounce the really long word, so.
it's the cittern is the instrument.
The cittern, okay. Cittern recently. So I'm still getting used to it, but yeah. I'm gonna screw this roll up. That wasn't too bad.
Oh, no,
All
that's
right.
good.
I'll play most. I'll try to think of something, a song of redemption and turning your life around, and something I'd heard along the way that speaks to poor Chucklehead's fate here, but
Mhm.
so
Yeah, and he kind of like dances around to the music, and the goblins and the dolls kind of like sway back and forth and like clap along. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Yeah, so they all, and then as you wrap up the song, they all, oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
thank you. I like we should buy a few candies before we go. I mean, they've been so hospitable.
Yeah. I'm kind
Oh,
of curious about one of the beetle ones.
Would you like to sample one?
Sure.
And one of the goblins pulls one of the beetle candies off the tray, and hands one to you.
Yeah, Ushka will try it.
Okay, excellent.
It's a hard candy. He'll suck on it.
It is
Soft, he'll chew it.
So yeah, the beetle one, yeah, it's a hard candy with this beetle kind of like embedded inside it. So yeah, it's it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's sweet.
Good.
And let's see.
It's a rot grub.
What
And that's
happens
it.
when you eat it?
Tastes good. You got a maggot in your brain.
You have 2 rounds left to live as it's burrowing its way towards your heart.
Yeah.
So at first it's sweet, and then after a little bit of kind of sucking on it, half a minute or so, it starts to turn a little sour. And then you start to you feel your mouth sort of like filling up. And then you start to kind of uncontrollably foam at the mouth. And it makes it very hard to speak because you just have foam constantly kind of spilling out of your mouth.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like Ushka looks wildly rabid all of a
And
sudden.
just doubles over as foam pours from his mouth.
Yeah.
Whoa. Is that supposed to do that?
Oh,
You okay, Ushka?
sometimes they do.
Are these like trick candy?
No, they just things here have a touch of whimsy to them, including the candies that we make. It's harmless.
How long's that gonna last?
Oh, I mean, for as long as he's eating the candy.
And he'll try to get it out with the foam.
Yeah, you can kind of like dig in there and sort of find it and scoop it out, and then the foam abates as you spit the candy on the ground.
Oh.
And it didn't like taste bad. It was just kind of sour. Like gave you that sort of like pucker.
Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so not bad.
No, not like
okay.
Atomic Warhead, gross, sour, painful
Yeah,
sour.
that'd be
Just
bad.
like
That'd be bad. Okay.
pucker up sour. Yeah.
It was good, other than the almost choking. Thank you for letting me try that.
You're welcome. And we have boxes if you would like to purchase any.
That's true.
What else was there beside the beetles?
So there were like the ant lollipops, there were jellied worms, there were some other kind of like gummy looking things, so there were like flowers and mushrooms, but they all kind of look like candy versions of forest stuff. There's some that look like butterflies, and it's just sort of like a mix of hard candies and gummies and lollipops.
I'll go for a lollipop.
Oh, wonderful. Here you are. And they kind of
Thank you.
unwrap this lollipop and hand it to you, and it's got this sort of like nice swirly stick, and yeah, it looks great.
Oh, looks very good.
And it's
I'll eat it.
sweet. It kind of like it has a sort of berry flavor.
Oh.
And as you as you suck on it, you all notice that fireflies seem to be drawn to Cax, and he sort of has this like cloud of fireflies around him.
Now I can see.
Great.
Yeah. So, Cax, you are definitely emitting even more light. It doesn't stretch it any further, but there's this sort of like a bright haze around you as you have this cloud of fireflies just persistently flitting around you.
Are any of the things not having animals in them?
Yeah, so there's some like lollipops that look like buds of flowers. There's some hard candies that look like mushrooms. So yeah, there are some more sort of like floral
All right.
plant life looking.
I'll try one that looks like a flower.
Okay. So you grab one of these like flower hard candies. Oh, neat. And as soon as you put it in your mouth, you immediately turn into a butterfly. So Bram is now a butterfly.
Like a giant butterfly, or the size, like a butterfly?
Like a butterfly, like a regular butterfly.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
That's supposed to
go.
happen?
Oh yes. Oh, isn't he beautiful? And so he's this sort of like
Will he,
This is why
pastel
he doesn't do
blue
anything.
butterfly.
He
will
didn't really
he
get
turn
much.
back?
He didn't really get much smaller.
I mean, true. Eventually he'll turn back.
Oh.
He's just transformed.
How long?
For the time being. 10 minutes or so. Or if you just give him a little whack, he'll probably turn back immediately. Don't hit him hard though. He's a butterfly. They're delicate.
Right.
Or you could just leave him that way.
True.
Man.
Bremo, can you understand us?
Can I understand them?
No, you are a butterfly. And
I mean,
Not
that
even like
is-
a polymorph,
starts-
like he is a butterfly.
because you keep your. Oh yeah, when you're polymorphed, you keep your.
I don't remember actually with polymorph.
I think you keep your
I know with shape change you do.
That's true.
Polymorphed,
But-
because yes, you have been polymorphed.
Okay.
I think you keep your like character, but you do lose like your intellect. Like I feel like we've polymorphed things like, and they still try and attack us as like frogs and things like that.
Yeah. So
So they know they're mad at us.
you keep your mental ability scores, or no, sorry, everything including mental ability scores are replaced by the stats. It can't speak, cast spells, or take any other action.
it retains its alignment and personality.
Yeah. So you have your personality, but
Okay.
you're a butterfly and you have no language.
So I'm a butterfly with butterfly intelligence that's nervous.
Yeah.
You're flitting like all around.
Butterflies have an intelligence of 2, by the way. In case anyone
Oh,
was
that's
pretty
twice
curious.
as much credit as I was giving it.
So if he starts to try and fly away, I'll grab him. Try and grab him. Try and catch him.
I'll
I don't know if that's just like
I'll try. I'll cast Speak with Beast. Be like, Bramwell, are you okay? In Butterfly.
And he is a beast, so yeah.
Oh, I'm a tiny beast.
Yes,
You are a tiny
talk.
beast.
So what happened? You guys were trying the candies, so I tried the candies, and then
You're a butterfly now.
I'm a butterfly now.
Do you want to be back to yourself?
I want a flower.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get you one then. Ushka will go pick.
Yeah, there's some
if there's a
flowers
flower,
growing. Yeah.
pick a flower and bring it over, and you can land on this, and he'll kind of tuck it in his shirt pocket, and just rest there until you feel better.
Then Bramwell flies over to the flower, lands on that.
It's a nice flower. Smells great.
Start eating some nectar.
Yep.
You know,
Delicious.
as you do.
Yep.
I've spoken with him. I think he'll be okay.
I'm gonna
Seems
pass
fine.
on the candy. Thanks for the
Are
offer.
you sure?
Oh,
They don't all turn
yeah.
you into a butterfly. Only some of them do.
I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. If you change your mind, though, and if you'd like to purchase any,
What would you use to pay for it?
any sort of trinkets you're carrying would be fine.
Now, do we know what they do when we purchase them, or is it always just a surprise?
Oh, if you want ones that do specific things, we can box some up for you. Sure.
Butterfly one's kind of cool.
Would you like a box of butterfly candies?
Sure, that'd be great.
Okay. Well, what sort of things do you have?
I have. I could give you one of these, and he'll take out a silver piece.
Oh. What is
Or
that?
more of them.
What is that?
It's a skipping disc, or you can use it as a skipping disc.
Skipping disc. What is
Yeah, like you could go out
Really
to
cool.
calm water, and you could skip it across the water.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, I could give you, of course, more than one. Obviously, since you're giving me some candies.
Ushka, roll your persuasion.
Oh boy,
Use that
pretty
charisma.
good. Could be worse.
Let's see. I gotta find these guys. Hang on a second. Where are you? You are here. So, Chucklehead, as he's overhearing this conversation, steps in. It's like, what? Hang on. That seems to me very similar to what some people from other realms call money.
Yes.
Yes, we're not interested in your money here.
Well, as currency, but you asked for a trinket, and that's a use you could have for it.
Is that really what it's meant to do?
Well, there's plenty of things that aren't exactly as they should be. And he's just looking really hard at this candy apple head guy. And sometimes you adjust to how you use them.
I understand what you're saying, but you were more interested in, I don't know, things that have a specific kind of purpose.
Oh. Let me see what else I have.
Wait, hold on.
I'll
Oh,
start looking through me like, oh, I can't get that up. Oh no, not
how
that.
about this? I hold like this little packet of dust.
Remind me what that is?
Pixie dust?
Oh,
Oh,
wonderful. Yes. Oh, that would be
dope.
quite something.
Heck, that's
Think you can fly with this.
You know what? If you're willing to part with that, we'll throw in an extra box of whatever you'd like.
That is just what I had in mind. That would be great.
Oh yes, wonderful, wonderful. So get a box of the butterflies, and then what else would you like? And one of the goblins starts packing a bunch of candies into a box, tying a nice ribbon around it. What else could we get you?
Can you just make me a surprise box?
Oh, of course we can. So they pack another box full of candy, tie up
Man,
some nice ribbon.
for that.
I am so glad Bram's not here right now to tell me not to do that.
Just eating flowers.
Living the life.
Yep. Do you want them all the same, or do you want a few different things?
I'd love a variety if that would be possible.
Wonderful. Yes, of course, of course. Put all sorts of different things. Give you these. Have these 2 boxes ready, and well, here you are.
That's fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And yeah, they like very kind of reverently take the packet of. Oh, hold it close. Wonderful, wonderful.
They'll take the butterfly pack and put it into his golden bag.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have the golden bag.
Oh,
Everything fits in it.
I'll take the box of. I don't know what to call this. Box of
Variety pack of candies.
Goblin candies.
goblin candies. Okay, there we go.
So, what kind of who comes here to buy this candy?
Oh, everyone who lives here in Loomlurch. And sometimes we get
How many
visitors
people
from
live
outside.
in Loomlurch?
Oh man.
How many people live in Loomlurch?
I mean, there are quite a few of us. I don't know exactly how many, but there are lots, and and we do get visitors from time to time who wander by.
Is everybody goblins?
Oh no, not everyone.
Is it always dark?
It is always dark here. I mean, we keep the lights on.
Okay.
Do y'all? Maybe I missed this? Do y'all work in any way with or for Granny Nightshade, or is this just your market that you sell stuff?
No, we all work for her. Yes.
Ah,
Like you make candies, not for her, but
Right, under her direction.
Oh.
I mean, this is her realm after all, and we all of us who live here work for her in one way or another.
did y'all work for the previous Yes.
For Isabella.
Zabilna?
For Zybilna?
Okay.
Well,
Zone was here.
I mean, she didn't directly oversee us like Granny Nightshade does.
And is Granny Nightshade as fair as Zavelna?
She's treats us fine.
I mean, I'm gonna.
They are being
Ain't no-
very careful about how they respond to that question.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
Uh huh.
Are they looking and they're doing the side eye at anything in particular, or are they just all kind of like
Yeah, sort of like
nervous?
towards the tree. Yeah, so like looking across the marketplace towards the like.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Of course, she treats you fairly. Absolutely.
Yes. Why would she do anything else?
Oh, sometimes change of employment. It's not. Fair was not the right word. I mean, just it's different, and sometimes it just feels different when you change employers.
Yes.
But I'm glad your business is thriving.
Oh, yes, it's quite good.
Well, should we go make an appointment?
Oh, yes. Would you like to see Gabatha? Granny Nightshade.
I mean, we're here.
Yep.
Not maybe
Yeah, I suppose we should.
immediately, but
Well, I mean,
10 minutes at least before Bramwell's
She's probably not.
back.
Yeah, she won't be. She won't be ready right away. But
He's probably only got like 3 or 4 more minutes. He'll be here.
you can certainly, make yourself comfortable in the parlor while you wait.
Great.
Oh, moving the map.
Oh.
So yeah, Chucklehead kind of like leads you up to the doorway here. It'll be easier to get in. We'll just go through the workshop here.
Good luck to y'all. Thanks for the treats and
Oh, thank you. You're very welcome. And thank you for the song.
oh, my pleasure.
All right, and so Chucklehead opens the door and leads you into this room here. And as you enter, you see there's kind of flickering lanterns all around, illuminating this cluttered workshop filled with this very kind of soft ambient music. There's bells and chimes around somewhere in the room that is sort of making this music. The tables are heaped with parts of toys. There's like leering dolls' heads, half-built rocking horses, unpainted wooden balls, and like various stuffed limbs of what look like they'll be soft toys when they're constructed. There's a stove at the back of the room, back here, that's holds a saucepan of like smelting metal. And then there's 3 doorways you can see around the workshop, and then the main doorway that you came through, and then those 2 big windows that that look out onto the market. And then there's 3 children gathered around this wooden work table, and then there's I guess there's not tokens for these other two, but there's a human girl and a halfling girl. And actually, as you enter, they kind of look at you and sort of, and they dash out of the room. And then, as the child who is sort of like prancing on this table turns around, you see he's got a bar of soap in one hand, and he is what looks like a young drow boy. And he was kind of like dancing up here and sort of like capering around, and then, as the girls rush out, or actually, are they? Yeah, they both run, and he kind of stops because he notices, like, the thing that makes him notice that you're there, that the two girls run out, and he's kind of standing there, sort of like mid-dance with this bar of soap in his hand. Hello? Hello?
Oh,
And then Chucklehead is, sorry, excuse us. I was just escorting our guests to the parlor to wait for Granny Nightshade. And Nal kind of like looks kind of abashed. Well, yes, sorry. Yes, and it climbs down off the table and sort of just backs up and puts the bar of soap behind his back. Chucklehead looks at him for a second. All right, well, I'm just gonna take our guests into the parlor here. And the boy nods.
so he has a bar of soap in his hand, but like,
He does have a bar of soap in his hand.
but no, like, not like taking a bath or anything
Nope.
like that. Just a bar
Just
of soap.
holding
Okay.
a bar of soap.
And he feels like he shouldn't have the bar of soap because he keeps trying to hide it. So it's like contraband soap.
Looks
Certainly
like he's trying to
confusing.
keep the soap on the lowdown, yeah. And Chucklehead moves off towards this doorway down here
I'll speak to him in Elven.
to the boy.
To the drow
Okay.
boy. Yeah. Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, I was just telling the girls about. I was just telling them some stories. Yeah, telling them stories.
What's up with the bar of soap?
Don't try not to. I don't.
I'm not.
What?
I'm not. No, I'm not gonna get you. I'm curious.
I was just wanted to get into the kitchen. And he kind of like, sort of tries to get where Chucklehead can't see him, so like kind of shifts over so that like you're between him and Chucklehead. So he kind of comes around this way. And he sort of like shows the soap to you, Cax, and you can see there's a imprint of a key in one side of the bar of soap.
Hmm.
I just wanted to get in the kitchen. I'm supposed to go in there.
What's in there? I mean, you just want something to eat?
I was gonna get some milk.
Which way is the kitchen? Is anybody else understanding this?
Anyone who speaks Elvish.
I know that's what I'm asking. Is like anybody else seem to be recognizing?
Yes.
Okay,
Pushkin
all right.
has.
I didn't know if anybody was nodding along or
Yeah, he's not
shaking
listening.
head.
Once I become a granddaughter, I'll understand it. But currently, I'm wishing that there was more left in this flower.
Yeah. There's no flowers in here.
What is there to land on?
There's like some soft toy parts.
No,
It's like the closest thing to a flower there is in here.
inadequate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like toy parts, lanterns, a pot of molten metal.
I'll just sort of flap a loop around the room.
The kitchen's like almost all the way at the other end. But it's
Of this
usually
room?
I know, like at the other end of the tree.
Oh.
But it's usually locked. It's hard to get in there. And Granny Nightshade's in. So we're just gonna like get in and out. Sleep or something.
Do you live here?
Yeah.
Like in the tree?
Yeah.
There are
A lot of us do.
And do you not get adequate food living here?
I mean, it's all right, but that milk it'd be a nice treat. It's really good.
Now, what happens if you get caught?
Oh, Granny Nightshade.
It was like on the scale of pretty mad to, when we're talking, I mean, how mad are we talking?
I mean, we'd probably get punished, but she'd probably let us get back to work after when she wasn't mad anymore.
Why do you work?
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, right in here.
Oh, in here?
Yeah. Yeah, we make the toys.
Oh. How many of you work in here?
Oh, I mean, there's I don't know how many there are all together, but the two who were in here, the two who ran out, the three of us work together, and then when we're done, some other kids come in and work.
Why'd they run out? Y'all work here.
They get startled really easily, especially when strangers show up.
What's Chucklehead doing?
So he's waiting for. Oh, nope. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that's what's going on. Okay. I'm having problems. Chucklehead is like just waiting by this door. Kind of watching you all, but not like interfering. But just sort of keeping an eye on the situation while he waits for you to like come over to this door.
I'll say to Ushka and Sylvan. I don't know. He might speak Sylvan too, but
Mhm.
I was like, he just wants a glass of milk.
I mean, it seems okay.
I mean, yeah, I just don't. I don't know what we're doing here.
I think we're ultimately just trying to get Bramwell his whatever back.
But I mean, like, we were supposed to get Cluck back in the last realm we were in,
Right.
and like, I mean,
Now we're here kind of trying to do that too. I guess. Somehow.
but like, how are we gonna?
We could bargain, right? I mean, she'll probably want us to do something, and we can add the painting to part of that bargain, and there you go.
I don't like these people.
Nor do I. But what are we going to do about it?
I don't know. But I want to get that kid some milk.
If I had some, I'd just give it to him.
I know.
It would be rancid if I had some.
Give him a treat from our box.
Maybe not.
Not my box. Not my
But
box.
not my box. I thought maybe if something bad ever happened and we needed to get away, we could trick someone into eating one of those candies and then run.
Oh, okay.
It's very situational, but I don't. Seems like it could be useful. I could run from a butterfly.
That's true. That's true.
And I don't know if Jabberwockies like candy, but I know that I don't think I know how to deal with a Jabberwocky, whatever it is.
Oh, we could throw one of those in its mouth.
Right, that's maybe
Oh,
right, and then it's a butterfly,
genius,
and we
actually.
away. We just run.
Why none of these guys? Anyway. I'll look at Chucklehead. Can we wait another minute or two until our butterfly companion returns?
Oh, of course. Sure.
I hate to say it, but
I'm gonna step in and make sure the parlor's ready. So I'll be back in a moment.
Oh, take your time. Thank you.
So he goes off through that door.
Yeah. And Josh, I don't know if you intended to do this, but my screen went super white. I don't know if you
Yeah,
noticed.
I'm trying to figure out what
Okay.
happened.
Okay.
I don't know why it's like that. I'm trying to undo
all
it.
right. I just want to make sure we were all looking at the same thing.
Yeah, we are. It's bad. I don't know what's going on.
And I lost Drew's. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought I'd lost him.
Is your
Yes.
Okay? Is the screen still like that?
Yes.
Yes.
What the heck? Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Yeah, I don't know. I did something and it made things really not good. I don't know. I'm having roll-20 problems.
Does Gil speak Elven?
Nope.
No. Okay.
I just do
No.
a whole bunch of undoing.
And we're back outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that in a second. Maybe. How does the screen look now?
Normal.
Regular.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's something. Yeah, you can if you want to drop yourselves back inside the.
Yeah, and going back inside, it looks
Workshop.
normal.
Okay, that's good. All right. Well, we've solved that at least. I don't know what's going on over here though. Well, I was trying to make this happen, and it's just not. I want to grab a token, and it's not letting me grab any of these tokens, and I don't know why. Oh, now I got one. Okay, now I can grab them. Can I grab this one? Yes. Oh, good. All right, great. Things are looking good here.
Good.
All right.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. I don't know what was happening, but
There's I mean, there's a couple of other doors we could go take a look around while we wait. I mean, Chucklehead probably won't even know we're gone.
Is this about milk?
Kind of.
Oh gosh, I don't. You go ahead. If he comes back, I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably just try not to say anything.
We'll stall.
Yeah,
Look, if we just all go and Chucklehead comes back and we're not here, he probably just assumes we left.
but then we'll be back, and he'll be like, "Where were you?"
thing.
No, he'll be back outside by that point.
okay. So, as you're talking, this door that one of the kids ran through, the halfling girl, she runs back in through the door, and accompanying her are these things, which I'm going to see if I have a picture of to show you, and I maybe do. Let's see, does this one have a picture? It unfortunately doesn't, but it is a small
Hydro.
it's a small hydra. No, it's a small like looks like empty suit of armor, and these have, and you can kind of see from the picture, I think, if you look at one of these sort of up close, they have these little like red and white.
I don't see anything. Y'all see something?
No.
Oh.
No.
In the
Up here?
chamber we're in?
Yeah. Are you not seeing those?
No.
No.
Nope.
Oh, that's weird.
Don't worry, they're invisible.
Aha.
That's okay.
Now
Got
is there
it.
one?
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
See one now.
Okay. Oh, they're appearing. Good.
2,
There they are.
3.
3 of them.
4.
Just had to
4,
have to get them on the right layer.
5,
That makes sense.
6.
So they come running through that door, and they've got these helmets. They've got like eyes and curly mustaches painted on their faces. They've got like these red and white striped, kind of puffy sleeves.
Candy stripers.
Yeah, they're kind of like candy striped. And yeah, and they come in, and they're basically they don't have any weapons. They just have like little fists, and they come in, and they're, and you can see the girl, right? No, you can't.
No.
Oh, there she is. Aha! This girl came in as well.
Aha.
Aha, look at all these things we have now. This was great. Aha. Okay. I kind of know what's going on. Yeah, so all these little tin soldiers come in. And they're just kind of like watching you. Like they don't really have faces. And then they kind of slowly start. Okay, come on. Oh, because I'm. And they slowly just sort of like start moving into the room.
Hello.
Hello.
And they just kind of like look at you.
What's the little girl doing?
She's kind of like, you run in and she kind of pointed at you, and now she's just sort of watching. And then she, no, are you okay? And the drow, kind of like looks at her and gives her sort of a, yeah, I think they're nice.
Oh yeah, we're nice. We're very nice.
See, they're
Yes.
nice, and they're not from here. I don't.
No, we are certainly not from here.
Yeah, see, they're not from here.
Are these your what?
Oh, they're
What are these things?
They're Granny Nightshades. They watch over things for her.
Ah,
But
They're like guards.
like guards. Yeah.
yeah, they're guards, and I think Philomena, I think we're okay. I don't think they mean any harm.
Oh no.
Oh,
Certainly not.
So I think they can go back. And Philomena kind of like looks around at the tin soldiers and gestures back towards the door and like, okay, sorry, I didn't mean to make a fuss. I think they're okay. And the
I'm sorry
soldiers
that we-
just kind of like dunk, dunk, and just sort of like stand in place.
I'm sorry that we unnerved you.
Oh, I was just really surprised to see you all.
It's nice to see you too.
well, in a moment we'll have a fourth companion.
He's a butterfly. And he points to the butterfly flitting around the room.
And this is about the time where the polymorph wears off. And wherever you are, Bramwell, you poof back into your normal form.
All right, where was I?
So what were you like most drawn to?
Things that are colorful, I guess.
Okay. So pretty much on any of these tables around the room, you kind of dropped in on top of one of them. Yep.
Yeah.
And Nal and Philomena both kind of give oh.
There
You're
he
not a
is.
butterfly at all.
No, like the candy.
Is the last time I'm getting free candy from a merchant.
We paid for ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have paid for it.
If you paid for it, then does it do terrible things to you still?
If you
I
want
don't know.
to.
If you want it to?
Well, I mean, I bought some that turns people into butterflies.
Oh, the kind that I was given.
Right.
Do you think if we gave... Never mind. That's off topic. Yeah. Although I tell you, Bram, I think you've been milking that situation a little too much there. You know, I kind of wink at the drow. You know, it took you long enough to come back. We were just here talking. The Null, I think was his name.
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking to Null, and I look at the girl. We were just talking to Null. Yeah. About you know how sometimes it gets a little thirsty working in here. And we were just having a conversation about that. And well, I mean, since did Chucklehead come back in?
Yes, so as you're talking, Chucklehead comes back in. Oh, I see that you're restored. Well, whenever you're ready.
Oh, we're here?
Oh, I was just preparing to, take you in to wait for Granny Nightshade.
Oh, goodness.
I guess we're ready. Are we ready?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
How long do you think she'll be?
Oh, just a few moments.
All right.
Would you like to come in and make yourselves comfortable while I get her for you?
Yes.
Oh, right this way then. He opens the door and gestures for you all to step through.
We'll go through.
Okay. And hopefully you see a room with a round table and some armchairs in it.
I do.
Oh, good. So, yeah, you're in this chamber that is nestled between these walls made of twisted roots. And, there's gaps, and you can see out into the woodland around you. It has that sort of, like, eerie beauty to it. There's a closed... Yeah, so that wooden door you just came through, and then opposite that you can see there's another root bridge kind of leading out of this room directly across from where you came in. There's these 4 armchairs that are circling a small table in the center of that part of the room, and it's laid out with a tea service. And then in this corner right here, there's a wooden painted box, 3 feet on a side, and there's a crank protruding from the side of it, so it looks like a big jack-in-the-box.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Not scary.
Yeah. And so, yeah, Chucklehead steps in and says, feel free to make yourselves comfortable, and Granny Nightshade will join you for tea very soon.
After Chucklehead stepped back through, do the metal things seem like they like are they do they follow our motions when we move, or do they stand perfectly still? Or
they've taken up these spots and they're just like planted themselves there, and they're just standing there arrayed along that side of the room.
I'll say an Elven to the kid before I go in the room. Do you know how to get to the kitchen?
I know where it is.
I'll step a little closer to him. I can make you invisible for a little while, but you gotta go quick.
Yeah.
I can, but you gotta be really careful. It's not gonna make you quiet. It's just gonna make you invisible.
Oh, I can be pretty quiet.
Okay.
All right.
You wanna risk it?
Yeah. And he comes around this side of the table and kind of ducks down.
All right. What y'all get for letting the chaotic dude do stuff?
Love it.
Yeah, it's great.
I will cast the invisibility spell on him.
And he vanishes.
Good luck, kid. Now I just gotta remember to hold concentration.
Yeah. You get this, yeah, and you get the sense, Cax, like enough to know that, like, he's moved away from you.
Okay. Cool. All right, well, let's go see what old Granny Nightshade's about here.
Right, so joining Ushka in the room.
Yeah.
Okay. About Bramwell and Gil are making your way in there, or are you?
Yeah, I'm on. Which way is it? The south exit there?
Yeah, down here. So, after you all, are you going as well, Gil? Oh yeah, Gil goes. So after you all kind of get settled in there, Chucklehead says, "I'll be back shortly," or well, Granny Nightshade will be here shortly. And he leaves the room, shuts the door.
Thanks.
Yeah, isn't that nice of him? He's very, very hospitable. Nope. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble grabbing these tokens. Give me this token. So
You can't have it.
I can't. I really can't. I want this token. There we go. Alright. Move you. There. And there. Now. This is a pain in the butt. I don't know why this is set up this way. So you wait in this room for a while. And it ends up being longer than a few moments. And you're kind of sitting here looking at the forest outside, wondering what's going on. And for a while, nobody comes. Nobody comes. Still nobody comes. And then, after what seems like, again, it's kind of hard to tell the passage of time because it's all weird here.
Do I sense any drop of like invisibility, or that it's been an hour? I mean, I'm still trying to retain concentration.
You don't get a sense that it goes away. Like you're still concentrating on the spell; it's still active.
Okay.
So it's not an hour. It has not been an hour.
Okay.
But it's been
and also. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's been a while.
Okay.
And then, after a while, eventually, the door opens up, and this person steps in, and you also now have a handout called Sky with a Nightshade.
Oh man.
Yep. So, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's fine. So the door creaks open, and this little old woman totters forward. She's wearing this grimy, old-fashioned shawl. Her skin looks like gnarled tree bark. And you can tell, like it's very obvious, she's got a large iron key extending from her back, and it's ticking rhythmically as it rotates around. So you can see the key just going like tick, 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 around in a circle. And she says, "Sit down, children," in a voice that reminds you of the sound of crunching leaves. "Let's have some tea." And that is where we'll end.
Oh, terrible.
We're in trouble every time we do anything
What? Why? What?
because it just keeps going forward and getting worse.
What could be so bad about tea with this nice old granny?
Nothing.
I'm
It'll
sure
be
it'll
fine.
It'll be great.
Everything will work out just fine. She'll give us what we ask for. She'll have a simple task.
Mhm.
We'll complete it.
Yes.
It'll be great.
She probably doesn't even want anything at all from you.
She's just kind and generous.
Yeah. She's just
Yeah.
a grandma. Just nice old grandma. That's
This place gives me the creeps, man.
Yeah. As
Between
it
the
should.
workshop with all the dolls and the heads, and then like this freaking rocking horse. Like, yeah, there's a lot of.
A
Yeah.
lot of badness.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
This place is creepy. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, so that's here we are in Loomlurch. Wonderful place that it is. Yeah. So, yeah, if you were hanging out with us, thanks for watching. We'll be back again sometime next week.
Maybe.
We'll be
I
back
mean,
next week. Question
hopefully.
mark.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
So
4 for 4 if we make it.
yeah. Oh man, we'd be doing well. So yeah, we'll see what happens next week if we're ready for our next step in Scion. I don't know. We'll see. We might not be ready yet. We might be back with D&D. I don't know. We'll do something next week. Come hang out with us again next Thursday around the same time, and we'll be here doing something.
It'll be great.
Yeah, it'll be great. So thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you next time. Good night.
Night.
Night.